I feel like one of the worst times to have a yawn is literally right before you're about getting ready to start like saying something, and hoping that it just like ends before the time to actually start speaking ends. Which, in this case, thankfully it did within like literally milliseconds. It was like my yawn finished up as I was clicking the start recording button for the YouTube upload. But yeah, it just you gotta love that random case of timing sometimes. Yeah, that's kind of all I got for an intro. So let's go ahead and just bring it right in. There's the wheel. Bring it right on in. Welcome in, everybody, to this week's Wheel of Mystery Randomizer. Welcome on in, Moxie. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm not sure what the also zip part of that was supposed to mean, but I don't know. I had like several ideas on how to respond to that, but a couple of them wasn't really aware of like the proper spelling, so I just decided to go with the zippity doo-dah thing. Which honestly, I forget what that's from at this point. I know it's like a super old thing, but anyway. Yeah, look at the board here. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, my brain would not have made that connection on its own, unfortunately. It's been so long since I've had actually, like, really... Well, no, I guess I technically used, like, WinZip, I think? Or 7-Zip, whatever it's called on Windows 11. I use that whenever I'm unpacking, like, new songs for the Clone Hero streams, but, yeah, other than that, I really don't do anything with, like, compressed folders anymore, so... Yeah, that's been kind of out of my mind for the past, like, several years. But, yeah, so... I do kind of wonder when there's like a couple games on this... Oh, I can do that real quick. Before I continue my thought. Thank you for the hydrate. And welcome in, Cultrix. How you doing tonight?
The cow goes moo. The dog goes woof. The duck goes quack. The fox goes ring ding 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 dingering at it.
What the fox say? It has been so long since I've heard that song. I kind of want to listen to it again now. Also, yay distractions. But yeah, so I know there's 2 games on this list that we're eventually going to be taking off the list. I think we'll probably get like one more stream out of UFO 50 with the amount of mini games we have left on there. I think we had like maybe 7 or so left. And depending on how... Well, because I know one of those is like a full-on like RPG with like 3 lizard people, which I think that one will... I don't know how long we'll spend with that one, but I know that one's going to be at least a little while when we do start playing it. Yeah, I think most of the games left in there are pretty small and simple. At least my... I actually don't even know. I'm just kind of making that assumption based on how most of the games are, but... Yeah, probably get one more stream out of UFO 50. Not sure how many more we'll get out of Ancient Cave, but eventually that one will be ending. So I think we have like 2 Irish treasures left to get, if I remember right. But yeah. Yeah, Dirk is still not slept, but is happily lingering in a call with the Woofster. Hey, you know what? We take the wins when we can get them. I hope you're having fun with the call. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and give that wheel a good old heckin' speed. Oh, okay. I was not anticipating Soden. Okay. Now just let's see if I remember how to do this. I don't know if I still need to use Chrome for this or not, but I'm still going to. Oh, that's an interesting new start screen. Also, I like how apparently Chrome put up a little like Google Translate thing, because apparently it thinks the site is... Actually, I guess there is some Portuguese on the thing. That's probably why. Okay, changes to menu. Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, they seem to have like redone the website, so I actually need to maybe kind of look over everything, see what all the options are. Okay, so... Wait, what are these 2? Collector. Collect 20 relics to win. Put Ansem at the end of the file name to do 25 relics. Huh, so apparently he's trying to get as many relics as possible at that point. Interesting. Collector variant. Duplicate relics can be acquired to enhance the player's abilities, and the 3 new Vlads have unique powers. Oh yeah, they've been doing a lot of weird stuff with the randomizer for Soden lately, where they even like adding new relics and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting, actually. Haven't actually done any of those myself, but I was apologize for making Cat Dad worried. You know, as long as you're still able to take care of yourself, that's the important bit. Yeah, what are some of these other ones? So those are the... Yeah, the thing is, a lot of the presets for Soden Randomizer I'm not really that big a fan of, because most of them kind of give you like a bunch of things at the start, so it kind of reduces the actual like complexity of everything. Gear Rush. You start with fast moving relics along with Jewel Open. Have only 15 minutes to get your gear to fight Dracula. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so it's literally just... You actually have a time limit on that one. That's actually kind of interesting. What's Lucky Sevens? Start with 77 in all stats, 7 random relics, and 77% chance for uncommon and rare drops. Skips prologue, which they don't know how to spell prologue apparently. Opens all shortcuts and some teleporters in second castle. Enemies have a small chance to drop relics. What are these presets? What's Oracle? Removes almost all references to RNG. Drops always occur and rarities determined based on Ring of Arcana. Rings are replaced by Silver Key. Vlads are replaced by Gold Key. Reverse library card enabled? Oh god, sequence breaker. Okay, yeah, it's about what it sounds like. Just as long as you know how to break the game. Target confirmed? Bounty Hunter variant. Vlad drop rates are much higher. Familiar cards are required before the drop is unlocked. Okay. Gourmet Race? April Fool's preset released on April 1st, 2026. Start with the initial loadout from the Nimble Light preset, but start with Scenic Relic or with the Scenic Relic extension. Reverse library cards are enabled. Stopwatches are guaranteed on the same statues. Collect all of the food to win. Seriously, what are some of these things? Chimera? Safe Logic, Wolf Enhanced, Mist MP cost zeroed, Gas Cloud grants Warlock magic? Oh, okay, so it's basically like a whole bunch of other things like overpowered, basically. Any percent? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. You basically allows speedruns, like stuff in the actual speedrun to be used in the logic. What was Beyond? Replaces many items with new ones, and adds a castle key, which unlocks warp rooms. Eh. Chaos Light? A child of the original Chaos. Which even the original Chaos is not even an option. Dog life. Okay, yeah, that's one where you're stuck in wolf form the entire time. I really should actually like look at every one of these options and just kind of see what they're all like. Because there are so many presets. Anyway, let's do adventure. Let's have a longer run. Warlock, Space Wizard? I mean Space Wizard, if you count the fact that we'll eventually be in an upside down floating castle that's like maybe 100 feet above the ground. That's kind of close to space, I guess. Okay, tournament mode, don't need that. Accessibility patches, what are these? It's not giving me the tooltip. Easy mode. Why do I not get the tooltips? Okay, that's annoying. I can't actually see what the tooltips do for some of these. Enemy drops, actually, yeah. Randomize enemy drops, randomize stats. No, let's randomize item names. Everything else is gonna be randomized anyway, so why not? Turkey mode, item location, starting equipment, prologue rewards, seasonal splash phrases. Ooh, let's be a little spicier. Let's randomize our starting. I think it actually might make us more powerful technically. Also beans. Also apparently I missed this bean, but Speen. Do I wonder? Because if I randomize starting stats, that's probably just going to make us like more overpowered than we usually are by default. Oh, I think it lets me pick a range for how far I want the stats to be randomized. You know what? Let's actually pass on that. It's not going to really do that much. Oh, I can actually change the goal technically. No, we'll do the default. Magic vessels, anti-freeze. Fast warps. Relic surprise. Oh, I think that's one where it like hides the relic from you, so you don't know what you're picking up. Sure. Randomized shop prices. Yeah, single hit gears. Just make them simpler. Reverse teleporter. What's reverse teleporter? Again, I don't have access to the tooltip for some reason, so I actually can't even figure out what these do. New spike room? Oh, maybe that randomizes the spike room so you can't just like memorize your way through it. I'm not sure. Let's do that. Let's see what that's like. And then open clock statue. Honestly, makes you don't have to scour like the entire freaking game for a single, especially if you don't get the cube with Zoe super early on. Yeah, just kind of throwing everything at me. You have almost 30,000 points. Yeah, one of these days I'll come up with something better for like a point sync. Because I think technically the biggest ones I have are like the opinion ones, and then like the names are hard redeem, but... Beans! Welcome in, King. How you doing tonight? Oh, I can change the map color too. I don't know if I want to though. It just doesn't look right when it's not the right color. Alucard palette. Oh, it actually changes the wolf form too now. That's actually kind of cool. No, I hate the name of this color, but I like the color itself. What about the liner? Oh, that's what that part does. Okay. Silver. I kind of like the silver. Separate boss music. Music randomizer, sure. Okay, so I still got to put in the thing manually. Okay, where do I actually, like... Okay, there it is, randomize. Right. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta do some things first. So I also have to rename this file because of the way that the random, or the, I guess the way that the game itself is read, so I gotta find the other Symphony random file in here I have. I think this is still in here, probably. Yeah, it's good. Wait, can I not just delete that from here? Oh, there it goes. Just took a bit. We'll search. Rename. Oh. Cut. Then... Crap, I think it should be in my stream stuff folder still. I swear, the Zone randomizers take so much time to get set up because I do everything, like, manually from the start every time. Under games, I think? Soten... Yeah, here we go. Place... Okay, so I should get that randomized. Was it chartreuse? I always forget what color chartreuse is, or, like, what kind of color it is. It's like a reddish brown, I think? Or am I completely wrong on that? I'm probably completely wrong. Also, I need to maybe fix one thing real quick. Hold up. Yeah, they look a little too far down for my... No, maybe... I will get this aligned. Okay, that's good. Anyway, okay, back to my folder. Yeah, chartreuse is an off neon green. Actually, in that case, I think it actually is a kind of about chartreuse, honestly. Okay, we'll take this. Actually, I forget which file I technically run for this. I know I also use like a... So I usually use one of the more recent versions of BizHawk for this. If I open this up, this should go right to the file, I think. Or was this one that was never really get to work? Oh, right, that was when I did the multi-world. Oh, sorry about the mic. Okay, let's go to the one that I'm at least mostly sure will run the Rando Seed. I'll find it eventually, I promise. There we go. And is it going? It's going, alright. Where is Soten? Yeah, theoretically I should still be able to run the tracker, but I don't know if the tools are technically too outdated to use or not, because I know that the... I actually don't even know if the tools are actually even still updated, technically. Yeah, there should be an update, but let's even go without that. Okay, so that pops up. Everything should still be linked. Wait, so quite wrong? Okay, now I'm confused. Which doesn't take much, honestly. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. No, not gonna, I'm kind of surprised you know that reference. Yeah, Proto Assassin 889 is... Yeah, I forgot to put in a manual seed name, so they just created one. Let's go. Alright. You've heard this music in Dead Cells? Well, welcome to the original. Actually, you know what? Let's do something a little different than normal. Only, like, slightly different. You look so weird in this font. Glasses Floof. Welcome in, Resdra. How you doing tonight? This does not look like a U, but I promise you this is a U. What we got going on? We're doing a Symphony of the Night randomizer tonight, chosen by the Wheel of Mystery Randomizer. We're gonna be doing basically a preset called Adventure Mode, where so instead of just the relics being mixed up with each other for like, you know, like your high jump, your form of mist, stuff like that, it's also mixed in with pretty much all of the equipment checks you find throughout both classes as well. So we're probably gonna be spending at least most if not all the stream on this one seed, but in my opinion, that's kind of the fun part. We have to actually explore the entire game, stuff like that. Yeah, basically all of Soden's OSC is an alternate option for music and Dead Cells. That's cool. And there's an entire DLC that's basically just Soden. I do vaguely recall that being a thing. I've just never really been super big into Dead Cells generally, so. I mean, that you meant literally? Yeah, I figured as much. Loading. I love how you can like mess with the way it kind of moves around. I am so bad with Richter. Oh my god. Actually, I kind of... So the thing is, I watched the speedrun of Soden on GDQ last night, and they do a completely different setup than I'm used to them doing, because apparently they changed some of the routing, and they actually skip a bunch of things that they would normally do. Oh, I should have held on to that. Oh, no, wait. Well. Oh, he's already dead.
No, it cannot be.
Well, that's it. We beat the game. GG's, everybody. Yeah, Xeno Secret Mode where you play as Richter, even with a lot of the skills. I assume you can play as Alucard at some point in that, right? Also, is Dead Cells like the Bullet Heaven game, or is that one of the was that like the platformer? Excuse? Oh my god! Oh, this is funny. We're actually starting off with the axe armor. Oh my god. Alucard is a skin? Okay, so it's not like a separate character or anything like that. So there's literally one armor in the game that actually changes your ability, your movement, your everything, and we just happen to randomly get it. So we're this random axe guardsman for a little bit. I love this. Although we're not gonna be able to make it all the way because we actually cannot because we jump so little, we actually cannot make this gap. So unfortunately, we have to take this off. Also, I do have all the armor or the equipment names randomized, so we'll have no idea what anything is until we actually use it or equip it. Yeah, Dead Cells is so like platformer rogue with heavy inspiration. Okay, so it is the 2D platformer one. Wasn't like Dead Cells 2 or like? Oh no, I think it's Vampire Survivors. Never mind. Yeah, see, I can't even make this little tiny jump here. That's how weak my jump skills are. I need to talk to Mario for some lessons. What? Welcome on Intaka. How you doing tonight? And we are now equipabless. Deet. Death's got the deets. So yeah, for those who are unfamiliar with the game in general, our goal is to find all five Vlad relics, which are basically like special key items that most of which will boost your stats. But once you have all 5 of them, you'll have access to the final boss room. It can actually beat the game that way. And as I mentioned earlier, every single relic spot and every single normal equipment spot will be replaced by either a random item or a random relic. They're going to be exploring most of the game to try and find like anything. And unfortunately, there are some checks that they just take out entirely, which I still have no idea why. Also, don't know why this game in particular is always as loud as it is when I first boot it up. Okay, we have armor. It's okay armor. Wonder if Alucard's sword behaves the same as in this game. I mean, Alucard's sword specifically doesn't really function that much differently than others. I know it does have the ability to do like double hits based on its extended hitbox, but I think a lot of like they're not considered great swords, but there's like a certain weapon categories that can kind of do that to begin with. Teleport you behind enemies. Yeah, in this game it does have that ability. It's basically like a Hadouken move. You just do down, what would it be? Quarter circle down to forward, and then attack, and then you can do that. And synergize it with a shield. So the shield and sword together in this game don't do anything special. But if you get the shield rod and you have the a la carte shield, then you can just like absolutely destroy anything and everything for almost free. At the cost of just a little bit of MP. And when I say destroy, I mean destroy it. So when you use the shield rod and the a la carte shield together, the shield itself basically gets the effect of every single other shield in the game simultaneously. Ooh, accessory. Sellable, okay. But yeah, so the shield gets the effect of every other shield in the game simultaneously. So whenever you like put your shield in front of an enemy, it'll do a 255 damage to them. It'll also heal you. It'll also, I think, give you some hearts. It makes you immune to certain elements. It does like a whole bunch of bajillion things. Yeah, it's actually one of 2 shields in Dead Cells you can directly attack with. Yeah, because I know for like the base shields you can use to attack in this game, like without any special abilities, are the Medusa shield, which can also petrify certain enemies that are weak to that particular status. And also the Dark Shield, which does dark elemental damage, but doesn't do anything like condition-wise. Oh, come on. What do you mean that wasn't enough? Okay, I guess that was enough. Ow. Get him. Got him. Yeah, Dead Cells has certainly been more simple for inputs. I can imagine. I think each dimension was like a roguelike. A Souls-like platformer roguelike, yeah. Now, is it a roguelike or roguelite? There's a subtle but important difference when it comes to me, at least. But yeah, you can say you've killed death without getting hit once on the highest difficulty, same with Dracula. Honestly, doing the Dracula fight damages is really not that difficult in Soden. Just as long as you know what the attacks are, they're like dirt easy to accomplish. So Souls-like is so that every single run you do is completely and utterly like separate. Oh, we got one of the key items. So every single run you do, it has absolutely no bearing on any run that came before or afterward. It's always just everything you get that run is for that run, nothing else. Oh, early Vlad relic, okay. A Souls-light with an LIT is one where like every run you still gain at least some permanent progression. Like you get some currency that'll eventually give you like a permanent like +5 to strength or something like that, or let you unlock a new class permanently. Yeah, exactly. That is what Dead Cells is, okay. So I might be kind of interested, but I don't know, just kind of like the procedural stages is something that kind of like disinterested me as a concept, which is one of the reasons I never really kind of looked into Dead Cells too deeply. Yeah, there's actually very few roguelites I've ever actually really like truly liked. Mainly the Rogue Legacy games. Those are pretty much my favorite roguelikes, period. I love how much that game just handed your ass to you. What do you mean you didn't? Thank you for surviving. I mean, I'm guessing if you ask anybody about what they like about Souls-like games, that's probably been part of the answer, too. So poison in this game does not reduce your health like in most other games. Poison actually cuts your attack power in half, which normally would suck his balls. But if you get poison here and you do the zone transition, you are cured of all status ailments. So bye-bye poison. Again, we don't need to fight anything at that point. I am really bad at the basic, okay, damage boost works. I'm getting kind of bad at timing the backdashes now. If I had a shield, I could move so much faster with this, but otherwise I have to actually like time all my dashes to keep proper speed. Because backdashing is, I think, if you do it like ideally with the shield, backdashing, specifically shield dashing is what it's called, when you have the shield and can kind of basically cancel part of the animation. Shield dashing lets you move at like basically double the walking speed. Why is everything empty? I mean, I know why everything's empty, is because the dev has like... This is a very fun randomizer to play. There are some features I intensely disagree with. And the ability for a relic check to be empty is one of those disagreements that I have. Yeah, supposedly the empty relic check is to basically like lower the chance of you being able to kind of figure out, okay, so this relic is here, so therefore I know there's not a relic over here, or not a useful relic. And I'm just like, for me, I'm just like, you don't know what's going to be there until you get there anyway. There's not a point to making it empty at that point. Just put like a random filler item, like a leather mail or something. At least give us something. Also, I thought I turned the... Oh, maybe it just does the one on the left, so it doesn't actually shut down every minute. Yeah, because those two statues that were like above us in that big clock room, the statue on the left opens and closes basically every minute. So if we go there in like the wrong minute, we're trying to go up, we have to actually wait for it to open up back up again. I'm guessing the feature I turned on makes it so that one doesn't like shut itself. Oh my god. I swear I used to speedrun this game. It may not look like it, but I used to speedrun this. And had a top 10 time for a certain period of time. Okay, 6 punches isn't too bad. Especially if I can get the double hits, that makes it help, but... Welcome in, Duke. How you doing tonight? Duke the Vap? More like Duke the Cute. Okay, only 4 punches for you. How are you that weak? These are those things taking like 10 punches at least to kill. Yeah, you're nomming on food and making progress in your massive turbo fuel power plant is satisfactory? Heck yeah. Are you using the food you're nomming on in real life to then further boost your turbo fuel power in the game? Because that's the true strat. Hold up. I'm gonna use basic spell for this. What do you mean that missed? Okay, now it's not even tracking. Game! Okay, first off, track the right enemy. Oh, you know what? Fine. We'll do the big spell. Oh, it still wasn't enough. There we go. That was far more annoying than it should have been. Alright, wait here for a bit. Yeah, fun fact, Dead Cells has a clock tower stage that is actually where you access the second half of the Castlevania DLC. Fair emaugh, yeah. Yeah, the clock tower isn't necessarily transferred to the second castle in this game, but it still has a very important thematic thing. Okay, we got a familiar. Oh, we got the worst devil. Alucard comments on it? Heck yeah. Is it actually voiced by Robert Belgrade, out of curiosity? Because that's the original voice actor for Alucard in this game. It's not? Dang it. No, because now I have to check every single... Okay, no. Okay, that is normally a sellable range, so the fact that it's still sellable is actually kind of amazing. There's no VA, just... Oh, okay, I thought it'd be like voice acting then. Okay. I did not mean to damage boost there, but... Yeah, because of my lack of game skill, I'm going to save ahead of time. Oh, I should probably also update my category. I have a bad habit of not doing that. There we go. Dracula also says the great, "What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!" I still love how that entire cutscene is like the entire encapsulation of voice acting for games in the 90s. You have the complete deadpan, like no emotion of Richter. Oh god. And then you have the complete overacting of Dracula himself. Oh my god. Okay, let's try this again. What do you mean that... Oh my god. There we go. That was literally the worst I've ever done in that fight. I don't necessarily need these, but I want to get the recovery for health. Also, yeah, I just updated the category because I just kind of realized that, like, on my probably about the same time you mentioned that, actually. Okay, I thought I jumped too late there. I jumped too late there. Okay. Yeah, and the various skins for the DLC have special interactions with the different parts, from Dracula to some NPCs. Oh my god. Yeah, I do appreciate the heads up. Thank you for that. Yeah, 'cause I swear that whether or not I remember to update the category once I get to a game is also a randomizer. Just like unintentionally so. We might still need money, so sure. Because there is an option to make the relic that's available at the library be a free item, but I don't have that turned on. Why is every check empty? Game, why? Or I should say seed, why? Yeah, if you're using the Alucard outfit, you get the dialogue for his conversation with Dracula. If I can remember how that conversation starts, I could probably recite the entire scene, honestly. Yeah, those vile bone eaters have ruined your kill streak more often than you'd like to admit. Yeah, they can be pretty nasty. Oh, I didn't get the... No, just for the lulz, I want to try to get the... Hey, I got it. Second try, let's go. Yeah, if you go through that screen in, like, just the right... jump through that spot in, like, just the right angle and speed, you can actually, like, fall right through the floor when you leave the door. If you're doing it in speedrun and get it first try, it saves, like, 2 seconds. Unfortunately, I did not know of that tech when I was speedrunning, so I could have saved a little bit of time if I knew that, but it is what it is. Oh my god, please. I really should be waiting until I get an actual weapon before I go over here, doing all the enemies, but still. How did you... It was right there. Why'd you... Okay. My magic does not know how to magic. Yeah, you're gonna head out now? Have a good one, Caltrix. And thanks for hanging out while you could. Resist fire. Oh, grab another sippy. Thank you for the hydrate. No, I got kind of excited because that's the icon for Modern Prism, which restores all your magic, instead of just a resist stone, which makes me sad because it's not nearly as useful. Oh, now you go for the small fry. Thank you. There we go. Wish my first reversal never went that well. Yeah, if I'm actually like focusing on the timing, I actually get pretty decent with the backdashing. You know what? Oh god. Take that, book. Stupid learning. Ooh, hello. That's helpful. Actually, let's do the big one. Maybe that wasn't enough. There. Okay, I think I should have enough money for the shop relic at this point. Also, I've got some sellable gems. I'm more than good. Oh, come on. Actually, since I do have the boots... What? Stupid ledge. Oh my god, I am terrible at this game all of a sudden. There we go. There. Cross shuriken would be nice if we can get a duplicator. I think weapons are still shuffled among the same type as each other, so it may not be an actual shuriken itself. It could be like a boomerang or something, but it'll still be a thrown weapon of some kind. I don't have the fairy, so I can't do any glitches. Yeah, they're not worth that much either.
I'm interested in this.
Oh, there is no relic. Okay. Oh, hey, cross shuriken's actually cheap. Ooh, it's actually strong too. Is there anything worth getting here? That's not actually a Chrysogram. I mean, it is still a weapon. It's also cheap, so I might still get it. Throwing knife? No. Okay, Iron Shield is also cheap. Slurker is cheap. Cloak, not so much. Ooh. Okay. Problemir, extra strength. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some basic equipment. Let's get the Fakergram. We'll get the Iron Sheet. Oh, I didn't even get two of them. Dang it. And a gold circle, because why not? Alright. To do Chrysogram. Iron Shield, or technically the Night Shield, if you want to be specifically accurate. Yeah, better movement. Okay, so still, I think, a couple items we can get here still. Actually, there should be 4 items. There's gonna be 1 in the basement, 1 in the upper... 2 in the upper sections, so 5 items. There's gonna be 1 we still can't get because we don't have a Form of Mist yet, but... we'll get access to that eventually. Yeah, not the greatest sword, but it's better than nothing. There we go. Bye-bye, little guy. Another Covenant Stone. I think... is that a sellable? Yeah, that's a sellable. I think it was like the weakest sellable too. Hey, no, second cross shuriken, why not? If we do get a duplicator, we'll be set for weapons. Yeah, they do with their axes, they can actually do a lot of damage. So you definitely want to take out those guys when they're equipped. Wait. Okay, why can I not remember the Soul Steel? Wait. Why can't I remember Soul Steel? Oh my god, am I actually this bad at the game now? Okay, there it is. Okay, my problem is I was thinking it was up for some reason instead of the down setup. Yeah, once he gets in this, like, summoning state, he basically doesn't leave it. And unfortunately, we have the bad sword that doesn't do the double hits. But it's fine, because we beat him. We got Fury Plate and Zircon. That's also sellable. Fury Plate. I mean... we're not really dealing with ice until, like, second castle. Alright, I gotta do this. Yeah, technically, this is the healing mail, so it can slowly regenerate our health as we walk around. Unfortunately, it's based on us walking around, not shield dashing around, so we're actually not healing anything by doing this way. And even then, it heals, like, 1 hit point every, like, 10 seconds, something like that, so it's not even useful. It's literally only good because of the higher defense value right now. There we go. Oh. How dare you survive? Oh my god. The Fleamen are always the worst. Anybody who plays this game, speedrun or otherwise, will be able to tell you that. What do you mean you did? Okay, 99 times out of 100 they die in 1 hit. The fact that he did it is very concerning. I can't even use my shield when I'm in this state either, because the curse condition prevents you from using anything in your hands. But thankfully we're out of there. Yeah, let's head this way first. Maybe I should grab the teleporter just in case we need to come back here for a Vlad Relic later on. Or some other kind of key progression once we get Form of Mist. I'll keep that open for now. I'll use the one up by the Richter fight to go back to the first front of the castle. I can also get the item there that way. Oh my god. Okay, so I can't get the item that's all the way up here quite yet. I can still get most of the ones here. Talisman. Did we already see that? Okay, so there's... No, we don't have anything equipped right now here anyway, so... Yeah, more defense. Less ow is more good. So, cloaks are pretty much always worth equipping. Durkon. Oh, I got a magic upgrade. Oh, and Gas Cloud. We still need a Form of Mist for that, but we can still make it work. Come on. Oh my god. Oh, it's just open to begin with? Okay, I thought I still need to hit the switches. Ankh of Life might do something. It's a Ring of Arda. Now we OP. Okay, if we find another Ankh of Life where they happen to be like, or happens to be like available in the library shop, we are totally grabbing another one. Because the Ring of Arda gives you essentially like plus 20 or 15 or 30 to all stats, which is as good as it sounds. And there should be a checkup here, I believe, right? There's no checkup. How's there no checkup here? I don't believe you, game. There should at least be like an equipment piece. Actually, I think it's only a heart or a life vessel up here normally, which is not part of the randomization setup. So I guess that would kind of make sense. Thank you. Yeah. Anti-venom. Oh, you know what? Life vessel, why not? You know, for some reason I thought I had the ability to slide, and I tried to slide underneath that gap. And they're just like, no, you can't do that in this game. You've never been able to do that. That's another reason why those guys are annoying too, is if there's two of them, they can easily juggle you. Get up there. Oh. There we go. Power Sire is kind of nice, but not really worth the effort, honestly. So I think in the first castle this is a valid check, but in the second castle it isn't. Waka Knife. I like how the names are randomized, but I still called it out by its icon. Yeah, everything here should just be a consumable of some kind, so these really shouldn't be all that important, but... Ooh, possible library card? Library card, let's go. Easy game. More mana. Yeah, it says hard max up, but this is a basic modification you can get from the randomizer that turns the hard max up upgrades into magic up upgrades, which is so much more useful than hearts. Because you really don't need hearts for anything, honestly. Also, if you trigger that switch while you're just off screen enough, it'll actually make the staircase come down immediately rather than having to play out an animation first. It makes it a little faster in that way, too. Ooh, dynamite. Silver ring. Would be an actual good equipment. Although it's not going to be any much better than the Ankh of Life that we had earlier. Valuable ring, yeah. Speed! Welcome in, TD. How you doing tonight? Unfortunately, I can't get this check up here yet because I don't have any, like, proper flight. But for now, I just have to deal with these, winged mini griffin rider things. Come on, give me flight. That is not flight. This is indeed a randomizer. Yes, it is. And fun fact, this is also the very first game I ever speedrun as well. Michael Jackson speedrun. You know, you're kind of not wrong. Yeah, I do also like I can at least change to like some of the colors for Alucard, even though they don't really completely look right to me. It's kind of more of like a slight palette shift compared to what their normal sprite is, but I will say, like, the day they can actually do, like, a full-on sprite, like, replacement, I'll be down for that for, like, 50,000 years. I don't know how viable that is, but I would definitely want to play something like that and see what they have for options. Okay, downside about fast teleports, you don't get the time for a little sippy. Okay, so we still can't get the item at the actual entrance, so we're not going to worry about that yet. We can get this. No, we cannot, because there's nothing there. Because this game, or this randomizer is kind of dumb. Sprite replacement, but the only option is a bottle of mustard. I plead the fifth. Can I make it up here? I don't know if I can, like, just angle this right or not. I don't think I can. Holy crap, I can. Let's go. Now, does it actually do anything for me? Not really. No, I didn't actually check all the color palette changes, but I think there probably is a palette change that does make Alucard like yellow/orangish colored. So maybe in that sense, it could be like a bottle of mustard. Or that, like, Alucard, like, spilled a bottle of mustard all over himself. Could be something like that, maybe. Ghost card. Come on. And here we get another Covenant Stone. We're gonna be seeing a lot of those since that's like the cheapest sellable jewel. Actually, I could have done or super jump from there, but oh well. Like that. Yeah, I started a little bit ago, about 30 minutes ago or so. And for the type of rando that I chose, we're probably gonna be playing this for at least a total of 2 hours, probably longer than that. So this will probably be most of the stream right here, if not the entirety. Get up there. Okay, so we actually can't go left quite yet, but I think that's fine for now. We can still get there in kind of the long way. We can make the room to the upper right of here. Do this up in here. Why is there so many empty checks? So wish I could do boot bonk and throw redeems. I mean, like I mentioned, the bunch of Pokecat is basically a throw redeem. And I'll admit, I'm just kind of not big into bonk redeems in general. It's just kind of not my vibe. But boop one day. One day there will be a boop. And it will be glorious. As soon as I get the idea for the gloriousness of the boop. No, I tried to do the super or gravity jump there, but I just realized it wouldn't actually do anything like functional. So I just hit the wall and lose time anyway. Game. See, you're even denying me my life vessel. That's heckin' rude. Which one is the throw? The budget Poke Cat. I think I have that set for like 50 channel points right now. So it should be basically dirt cheap. Yep, there you go. You got me bonked with a box. Actually, it's kind of both a throw and a bonk at the same time if you think of it the right way. Get some food, maybe? What does the Jewel Sword actually do? It's actually the Jewel Sword. Does it have the... It's the actual Jewel Sword, okay. Yeah, you can actually literally make money by doing the Hadouken input with this. I think theoretically it's... I think it was meant to do more than just like $1 coins at a time, but I think the code wasn't really fully made for that. As long as we don't attack on the ground with this, we'll be good. This is the strongest sword. Okay, nothing there, so I don't necessarily need to do the boss fight here, but I still will just because. Oh, that from some strawberry juice. Wait, he went through the friggin' wall there. That guy's a cheater. Actually, if I'm gonna do this fight, I'm not gonna do it with the Jewel Sword. It will not be a fast enough attack. Okay, that was still super slow. At least my defense is like 1 billion. There. I'm going backwards. So I'm doing what's called a shield dash, which is a speedrun tech. I'll show you the individual components once I pick up this thing right here. So by default, you have a back dash, which you can do by just pressing the triangle button. Let you kind of get out of the way a little bit and move at a decent speed. If you pull your shield out immediately after starting the dash, you basically cancel the animation for it. And you can kind of just eventually just chain it together like this. You're constantly going backwards at like full speed. So yeah, just backdash with a shield cancel. Yeah, because normally if you are backdashing like this, you have to wait for the animation to finish before you can move again. But yeah, if you do the shield cancel there, you can get a lot more speed and kind of just like cancel the locked input. I did not need to move that down. How do I have so much defense? I do have a good piece of armor, and I also have a relic that is by design overpowered. It gives me essentially plus like 20 to all my stats, which includes to give me a whole bunch of defense. So yeah, I basically got some like end game gear on me right now. Which in my opinion is kind of one of the funnest parts of doing a RPG or RPG adjacent randomizer. And then you get access to all the good stuff super early on. And you just make all the enemies just regret their existence. Right, I forgot to set that down there. Okay, I can't one-shot those, but close enough. Welcome on in, Savage. How you doing tonight? It goes pretty well. We're having a good chill time with this randomizer so far. Oh wow, we got 2 library cards already. Let's I can go. Where can I pass, please? There we go. Thank you. I have no quarrel with you, good sir bird. But I must cross this hallway. There we go. Oh no, 1 damage. Whatever shall I do? Okay, that's entirely useless relic, but sure, we'll pick it up. Yeah, just watching the Stardew board game session we did a bit ago. Man, we clutched that one out. Yeah, So one of the things I'm always kind of leery about when it comes to cooperative board games like that is that they're usually like balls to the wall tough. They're either like essentially impossible or they're straight up impossible. That one I think is more, at least partly because we were still trying to learn the game and figure out how everything worked. And we had kind of like the slow start that we did, but yeah, just the almost literal last turn victory was amazing. I had a lot of fun with that, honestly. Although I will say, I can't imagine playing that in the physical copy of it, because there'd be so much like physical setup and then cleanup afterward to do. That's one of the benefits of playing stuff like that online, is they don't have to worry about the cleanup. Ooh, wait, oh no, that's just grapes. It looked like a gauntlet at first. A lot of fun of what? One of the bonus streams we did a little while back was we streamed the digital version of the Stardew Valley board game with a few friends of mine, and it was a hella fun, good time. Can I? Okay, just a potion of some kind. Don't need that. Oh yeah, if you let that spike ball down there run, it'll just take care of every enemy for you in like one hit. Yeah, if it hits enemies while off screen, it doesn't actually do damage to them properly, but... Oh, come on. Is everything here bad? Was that TTS or IRL? Not sure what you mean by TTS, because I think it might be something different than what I think it is. But we played through a website called Tabletopia, where as long as the person who's hosting the game has, I think, the premium membership to the website or whatever, they can play the board game with basically anybody else that they like who also has an account on that site. Yeah, not to mention you were sweating hardcore because we were waiting so long to reveal the Craftsman and Pantry bundles. Those tend to be missable. Yeah, it is a super good thing. Although it wasn't Tabletop Sim, it was a Tabletopia. Let me type it out for you. Tabletopia. So that was the site that we used to play it off of. Yeah, because the only thing with Tabletop Simulator is that everybody needs to actually own the copy of Tabletop Simulator itself to be able to play the games. With Tabletopia, all you need is that the one person have access to the, or have access to like the subscription effect. So one thing I've only just recently understood with this one is that you have the guy who actually like does like the little prayer thing for you. I think there's like a 50% chance of him actually dropping an item immediately afterward. If you get the one of the white cloak, he'll actually attack you instead, so that's actually a bad guy. I want to give it a couple tries to see if we can get the item here. I know it's not going to be anything important, but... Yeah, because I don't think this is randomized into the thing or not. Oh, you're bad. Come on. Go one more. Let's see if this works. I mean... What does it say when you confess your sins to a priest and you're rewarded with a stick of dynamite? To all the theologians out there, what does that mean? Yeah, like you can end up with spring forageables. Yeah, it turns out I think we had like fall forageables, I think, for that game. And we were already like deep in winter by the time we revealed that. But yeah, if not for the fact that Nambi had the one that basically lets you sacrifice friends to complete one of the community center rooms, we would have had actually no chance even before that point. That was a stroke of luck on our part entirely. Yep, exactly, yeah. I forget what exactly it was called. It was like the Shrine of something. I just forget what it was. I don't think it was Shrine of Greed, but I know it was like an evil statue of some kind. That's all I remember about it. But yeah, I think Dark Shrine might have been the name. That sounds about right. I do kind of wish that the watering can upgrade and the hoe upgrades actually kind of flowed better together. Because if you can plant like 3 seeds at a like 3 copies of a seed per tile at a time, and you try to do like every single possible one you could, you would never have the actual inventory space for it. So I wish those kind of interplayed a little bit better. Also, welcome on in, Sim. How you doing tonight? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Every day I'm wiggling. They see me wiggling, they giggling. Ooh, another Vlad. We're at 3 out of 5 Vlads already. I'm actually kinda concerned. Also, we do have access to Olrox at this point. The question is, do I go back? I think I maybe... Actually, yeah, we don't even have logical access to... Oh, I should have grabbed the teleporter above the clock room. That would have been the smart play. I gotta go the long way. Yeah, still feeling a bit sick, but slowly getting better. I believe in you, Sim. You can do the thing. Yeah, plus I can go hiding kind of come winter. I'm honestly upgrading it beyond like gold is useless as far as I'm concerned. Even like iron is I think all you really need technically because of the way that the math works out and the inventory. I'm actually surprised there wasn't an upgrade that we saw to actually increase your inventory space at all. I feel like that's kind of like an integral thing to Stardew Valley or like anything like farming sim related to be able to hold more stuff at once, but that just didn't exist in that game. I should need to go all the way down. I'm doing pretty well, yeah. Just, you know, surviving Monday, but other than that, pretty good. The metal. Did that do anything decent? Nope, sellable. Yeah, usually when you play, you only need like two tool upgrades between the hoe and the watering can. Yeah. Yeah, the pickaxe you don't necessarily need the final upgrade, but it definitely does make things a lot simpler. At that point, you pretty much always have access to the middle tile, no matter what you roll, which is nice. Yeah, you're expecting a backpack item card that had 2 additional item slots. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting too. At least something like that. There is a big backpack. Yeah, I thought we went through all the other items that there was in there. I don't remember seeing one. Unless I just missed it. How many more slots does it give you? I'm assuming probably 2 because of the way the base inventory works, but I'm not really fully sure. It's an epic item? Okay, maybe we didn't look through all the epic items. Maybe that's what the thing was. I remember looking through the regular items at least. Yeah, I think we only drew like, what, 4, maybe 5 epic items in the entire game. The deck has like 40 cards in it. Why is every check empty? Ah! I give like 6? I mean, for an epic item, it should be really good, I guess, but that seems like an awful lot of additional slots. Which I guess would make the hoe and watering can upgrades actually useful. No checks for Aaron, only cards. I mean, I would like to get the regular devil card. That way we can actually like the fun voice acting. Instead we have the nose devil card, which is just not nearly as fun. Yeah, the difference for those who don't know, the devil card in this game, you can actually use that to get access to a couple checks throughout the game, one in each castle. And the demon card actually has a voice line that he says for each different location. And just the voice acting that the demon does is technically it's not more deadpan than Richter. It's just, how do I describe it? I guess campy is probably the best way to describe it. It's like the super campiest way you could possibly voice any kind of character in a Castlevania game. Okay, I'll take magic upgrade. Well, we can see our damage now. Wait, that's the save. I don't need the save. I mean, Elixir is actually kind of nice. It is a full HP recovery. But given that we have the Ring of Varda, we really don't need to worry about HP. I mean, if you're finding like the Ring of Ares on top of that, then maybe, but... Yeah, otherwise we're pretty good on defense. Oh, wait, I don't have any transformation. I can't do Old Rocks himself yet. I did not consider that. Wait, so what's our progression? I must be missing something. That's all up 95? Yeah, I didn't realize they're working with... Well, I guess the Ring of Var is pulling its weight too. Okay, what am I missing? There's Power of Mist, but that's not Form of Mist. Oh, because we have flight, we can go down there now. Okay. Yeah, definitely a fun board game. We like the variety of house rules for it. I forget what the house rules were for that game. I remember there was like an extended version we could play, but I don't remember how the rule set for that worked, where you can go like multiple years. What's the fastest way? I guess we just go through the Colosseum. We don't have the Jewel of Open. Oh, we have to go this way then. Game. Oh! I actually got back on the platform I fell off of. Nice. I don't think I've ever done that before. There we go. Right, I don't have transformation. I can't go through. Dang it. Fine. That makes me wish the library card was better for, Actually, I could use this as a teleporter. Go back to the start. I've always been surprised that this guy has more health than the guy wielding the Great Hammer. I don't know why that is. Yeah, certain ones have pre-revealed bundles. Another one uses when the fish track move comes up. All fish get replaced, or the fishing chests don't take up a slot. I should have got the fishing chests were even a thing in that game. I don't think we found that many of them in that run, if I remember right. But like maybe 2 or 3. Okay, so there's 2 checks here we can do. Come on. Heck you. You're not worth the time. Come on, progression. That's probably progression? Okay, the gold ring is actually the gold ring. Does it have any stats? It does not, okay. Okay, so we do have access to the clock room now. Okay, here'd be the biggest joke of the seed. If gold ring and silver ring actually led us to vanilla holy glasses. Don't think there are any festivals in our game? No, now that you mention it, yeah, there weren't any like special events in there. I don't remember how that even works. You love that I did mining and Reef did fishing. I mean, for Reef, there was literally no question about him taking care of the fishing aspect of it. I mean, his last name is literally Fisher. We would be breaking like some kind of intergalactic law by not letting him be the Fisher. Alright, let's just use one of our library cards at this point. Where do they go? Oh, apparently I found another iron shield somewhere. Yeah, I remember when we were trying to like set up about who's gonna be doing what. I remember the discussion was like Reef is obviously gonna be the one doing the fishing, Nabi is obviously gonna be the one doing the foraging, and then in our chats, Moxie had responded then with, "And I'm German," which apparently meant that like they were automatically claiming farming, but I apparently did not get that reference. But I was still amused by it. Yeah, get one shot, nerd. Yeah, festivals are random. They can show up as the cards you draw at the end of each round. Okay, I think I do remember seeing one of those when I was like kind of thumbing through the deck at one point. Wait, I have no idea what they would actually even do then, or how they even work. We need to head... I guess we could go up there too. You know what? I guess we could just grab these on the way up. But no, we couldn't, because then they wouldn't be in the way, because the teleporter just being right at the... I'm going this way. Oh, that actually worked. Yay for accidental good moves. Oh. Yeah, they have their own special positive effects. Empty checks. Ah. Do any of the festivals have like potential negative effects, or are they all just straight up positive? I know the one quote-unquote negative drawback would be you probably don't get any other like special like daily effects like from the other cards, but yeah, especially like the free trading and selling. That would just definitely be something I miss like every day in that. Not that way. So where are these checks? They are somewhere in the vicinity of everywhere. Oh, those are... Really? Our holy glasses are right by where we need to use the holy glasses. Oh my god. Well, I guess we'll equip them right away then. We did also get dark armor. That's not particularly helpful. Yeah, if you recall correctly, they're all positive or neutral. Recall the night market allows you to change Grandpa's goals, which could be good or bad. Oh, that'd be interesting, actually, yeah. Okay, what else do we have? So we also had the gold ring, which didn't give any stats. Then we got some... Oh, the Fist of Tulkas. No, it's only down by... Wait. That's not actually Fist of Tulkas, is it? Oh, it's... Okay, it's not the Fist of Tulkas, but it's close enough. It certainly says like the 1,000 punch attack. Oh. I think need to be more left. There we go. Ooh, Keeper Zoe. Okay, so that means we can actually keep an eye out for the stopwatch now. Anytime I see a candle, I need to make sure to destroy it. And the second I see a stopwatch, I'm turning it off so I don't accidentally lose it. Yeah, granted, the night market happens right toward the end, if at all, so it's a gamble if you decide to do it. Wait, are the... So the fest... Actually, I suppose they do set them, or separate them by season, so I guess it does kind of make sense. I guess it's one of those, like, last gasp efforts where if you're, like, just shy of the requirements for something, you can try to, like, swap it for, like, a 50-50 chance. I guess that's probably what it's for, is, like, a last gasp effort. Come on. Oh, dang it. Try it again. Yeah, for whatever reason, after you finish casting a spell, you actually get a little bit of iframes for whatever reason. I'm apparently not skilled at actually utilizing the iframe, so I couldn't make use of it, but yeah. Yeah, base festivals have the same season as the game. That part makes sense. so gold ring and harp roach. No, I just thought, now that we have the holy glasses, this is actually probably a non-important check. I probably could have skipped this entirely and been fine. Unless we happen to find the stopwatch and one of these two torches, which would actually be perfect. And yes, you've usually done mining when playing the game too, but occasionally the others. Yeah, I kind of wanted to be the one doing the farming at first, because like the actual farming of any farming sim is like my favorite part of it. And honestly, when it comes to like actual like Stardew Valley, I kind of get myself burnt out on anything mining related. Because once you get to like mid-game, something like that, if you want a good money source, it's pretty much always just doing stuff in the mining, trying to find like prismatic shards and stuff like that, or diamonds. And it's like nothing else gets you anywhere near as much money, so I tend to just like gravitate to that constantly. Well, it is kind of mostly fun still. It does kind of get old after a bit. What do you mean? You know, I should get used to the fact there's just like nothing in this game, or nothing in the seed for relics. What do you mean? Okay. There. Alright, second castle time. There's literally nothing else we can do here. Yeah, I've already been up to the middle. We need the lion head. There we go. Alright, I shouldn't need to save, but I will as a precaution. Because we haven't saved in quite a while, and if you do this fight just slightly incorrectly, you could theoretically get a game over. A dodecahedron! Proof that Alucard is a nerd! Easy game. Icosahedron? Well, what is a dodecahedron then? I think dodeca does mean 20, so I'm not really sure what the like terminological difference is. Oh yeah, there's a healing mill in action. Oh, it's 12. Right, yeah, that's how the naming nomenclature works. So I beat the first castle at least. We still have a lot to do in the second castle and find a couple more relics to actually beat the game proper. But yeah, in the vanilla game, if you beat that fight in the quote-unquote normal manner, you actually get a game over because you basically beat the game wrong. Now the silver ring, metal, turquoise might be new. 20 set, heart max. Ooh, Mornblade. Actually, we can make use of that because we can use some spells to our benefit. Ooh, which brings luck. I mean, we're kind of doing good at defense at this point, so sure, let's get ourselves even more luck. So fun fact with luck and critical hits in this game. Luck does affect critical hits. It does not affect their critical hit chance. It just affects how much damage you do with a critical hit. I think it basically adds an amount of extra damage between, like, I think 1 and whatever your maximum, or whatever your luck stat is. So if you have, like, 50 luck, it can add anywhere between 0 and 50 extra damage on a critical hit. Which makes it really fun if you're playing in luck mode and you start off with, like, 99 luck. To where your starting punches maybe do, like, 5 damage at a time. but then you land a critical and it's doing 104 damage out of nowhere. This game has a lot of little fun little features about how it just works with all the numbers and coding and whatnot. Take that. Does this actually work? No, it doesn't. Why am I still doing it then? Okay, just a potion of some kind. There we go. Yeah, I don't need that. Oh. And it says I'll probably be coming back to First Castle and then here again at some point. I want to get this unlocked. Actually, I guess I don't technically have to since we do have a library card left, but still. Actually, we can... No, we can use that when we come back anyway. Oh, well. Technically, I wasted time, but... There's another Lapis Lazuli, which I believe was sellable. Yeah, come over here just to replenish our MP. Oh, I don't remember how to do the, Yeah, gonna lurk. Have fun, good luck on the rando. Have a good one, Savage, and thank you for the lurk. Crap, how did I do the, Crap, I don't remember how to do that spell now. Oh no, I think I remember how to do it. Hold on. There it is. So yeah, so when you're whittling this particular blade, I forget what the original name for this weapon is, but if you have the one that says like it's stronger when bloodied and you cast Dark Metamorphosis on yourself, which normally lets you like heal from blood that's shed from enemies, it also doubles the attack power of the weapon itself, so we're doing like 184 damage per hit now. But funny thing is I never know the actual command to enter it in, because I always do it accidentally because of the way that the game reads the inputs for your special moves. Imagine fighting your boss's son and he just steals your soul. I mean, honestly, in the world of Castlevania, that's like an everyday thing. You're like, oh, Fred has his soul stealing today? Wow, that's the second time this week. Well, hopefully he pulls through. Shuriken, maybe. Come on. So I love how useless those guys are, because their grenades or the bombs always explode in the ceiling. Is there anything down here? There's nothing down here, okay. Yeah, poor Fred. You heard Mary left last night, too. Took the kids. Oh, God. Actually, I don't think I need to hit those based on what happened to the regular tower here. Oh, God. Oh, okay, barely avoided that. Oh my god. Okay, they finally stopped being jerks. Hammer, greatsword. I've never been a fan of like greatswords in like most games of this style. I've never been a fan of like the super slow but high damaging attacks, just because of like the super slow attack speed. I love how we took off our accessory that was based purely to defense, and we're still having like too much defense. That they really can't do anything to us. Here's the ring there. Power of Sire. Combat knife. Oh, actually, there's a... That is normally a tier thing, which is actually terrible. I think I can go around this way, yeah. Actually, kind of forget... Aw, dang it. I actually figure there's items on the quote-unquote underside of those bridges up there in Reverse Castle, too. See if there's anything good. We have quote-unquote Dark Blade and Red Rust. Are either of these any better? Dark Blade, Sword Forged by Elves, and German Thrust Sword. No. They in fact both suck. Get up there. I always turn too early. Demon card? Nope, sword card. I guess I should be keeping an eye out for stopwatches, but eh. Not like super perturbed about that yet. Want to know the funny thing? I only just now noticed that the music has been randomized. I've been just that oblivious otherwise. Ooh. That's a lot of defense, actually. Also gives us a +1 to all of our miscellaneous stats, too. Heck yeah. Also, apparently, if we take damage, we then take less damage. Oh, yeah, I still want to check for these. Yeah, there's still gonna be one item in here we can't get yet, but we can get basically everything else. Wait, that's not the library yet. Dang it. Although that actually might be good if we get the power or form of mist later on and we actually have to come here for a Vlad relic or something. That guy was actually kind of cool. He just got out of my way. Ow. What do you mean you're not dead yet? There. Got a talisman, which I think we already have like a few of those. Oh, stopwatch. Okay, perfect. And now we turn off the, Cube of Zoe. We'll never lose that. No, I think the fact that we found it as quickly as we did means it's going to be completely useless when we actually do the check. That's always how it goes. Stupid robot. Mana Prism uses Holy. I don't need duties anymore. Yeah, this area is essentially harmless, so I don't need to worry about saving. Armor coin. No, just in case it does like a bajillion damage. And we get duplicator. Oh, that does a bajillion extra damage. Hell yeah. Only did like 19 before on them, I think. Yeah, you do so much extra damage. It is insane. Is Topaz Circlet any good? Fire damage. Oh, there's also more intelligence, and there's only one defense loss, so sure. Yeah, I thought there'd be items up there, but apparently not. I guess it's just a miss check. Wait, have we? Oh no, there's still stuff to explore here. Hold up. Wait, no. Oh, okay. I'm confusing myself. can check here for a few things. Okay, normally Kingsguard, based on the icon. I mean, it's also only +1 to each stat. That's not necessarily a lot. No, we still have plenty of defense as it is. Okay, we had just enough iframes to be able to avoid that. Let second go. Also, 200 plus damage. Let second go. Freaking nothing. I'm also not sure exactly how long Dark Metamorphosis lasts either. I like almost never use it. Okay, it's already over. Actually, I like almost. Dang it. I almost never use it intentionally. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, if only this had the sword aura, so it does 2 ticks of damage per slice. It'd be so much cooler. Oh no, fog! It's causing a minute lag! Yeah, just casually pick up a neutron bomb, you know, as you do. Okay, there's our double hits. That was a boss. Oh, Vlad Relic, let's go. Yes, emphasis on was. That was just a smudge. It is but a dark stain left on the surface of this cursed castle. Actually, there's still checkmate check up above, but we need this for that, so... Check it. There is kind of a strat to get through this room fast if you only have a form of wolf. It's not one I've gotten perfected yet, but it is actually kind of smooth and looks really fun when it actually works. Otherwise, this is literally the fastest we can go. Armor? Oh, dang it. Dracula Tunic? No. Downgrade all around. Do we still need the Jewel of Open to get into here? Yes, we do, okay. Ow. Heck you. There we go. Spaghetti. Delicious spaghetti. Another Covenant Stone. Just a potion of some kind. Yeah, save point in there, but we don't need that. Dang it. I forget if this is technically a check or not. It is not a check, apparently. There is a bunch of equipment you can find in there. But eh. Now we should be fine. Thank you. Get 5-shot, nerd. No, I think if we had done 1 more damage per attack there, we would have four-shot him. If I had my calculations right, I think we would have done like 746 damage out of those 4 attacks, and he has 750 hit points. Also, you want to farm? Actually, I think it's the Muramasa that actually gets stronger off of oh god. Oh, you. Why are you this tanky? I do not remember you being this tanky. Ah, blah, blah. Welcome in, Cyber. How you doing tonight? Wow, it's still not even one-shotting them. These guys cheat. Okay, you suck. Heck all y'all. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. Sure. All that for a parfait. What do you mean that hit me? Yeah, the hitbox with the Alucard's dive kick is very questionable, to put it charitably. Great Soul Seal farm? It is a good Soul Seal farm, but there's not really a lot of reason to be there in the first place, so there's not really a lot of use out of the Soul Seal farm, which is the issue. Oh! I never knew you could actually deflect the tongue with a shield. I'm learning things about this game. That was oh, probably in the regular castle design down there, but not here. Yeah, just casually pick up neutron bombs, like I said before, as you do. At least those guys are one-hit kills. The bane of my life. The checklist check. Especially for a long-ass path like this. Yeah, just casually flick a neutron bomb like Michael Jackson during a boss fight. I mean, if I find a duplicator, I totally would do that. Thank you. There. There we go. The thing is, I think Dark Metamorphosis doesn't even cost so much MP to use either. That's kind of the fun part. Oh, I do not want to attack you. You are actually annoying. No. Oh no, there's a bunch of these little mini imp things. Oh, there's only one. Never mind. We know that sucks. What do you mean there we go. That's more like it. Oh god. I mean, I guess that works. Oh my god, please. There. Okay, just a life vessel. We don't need that. Come on. Hey, another library card. Nice. Get a wreck, nerd. That was 2 bosses, technically. Also, let me get the stupid devil out in the open. Okay, this life.
Ara, このスイッチはまだ押してなかったわね。じゃあ行くよ。ポチッとな。
They keep saying Dark Metamorphosis. Yeah, I keep casting that spell because it makes my weapon do literally double damage. I'm using that for like bosses to make them go down even faster than they normally would. Yeah, if I had the regular demon card, he would actually be saying those lines in English. Unfortunately, we only have the Nose Devil card, which says all their lines in Japanese. Wow, a lot of life vessels in here. Is that an item too? So the Dark Metamorphosis is a spell that you, as long as you know the inputs for it, you can cast it literally whenever you like. Like you can literally cast it within like, wait, did one fail to max HP up? No, I think I collected 2 of them so quickly that they all did like the same animation together. And I do also have the feature called Anti-Freeze turned on, so that none of the like relic pickups will actually stop our movement at all. We can just continue straight through. Oh, yeah, sorry, but yeah, the demon card. So the demon card and Nose Devil cards are basically your familiars in this game. So the character that's kind of flying above me right now, that's the Nose Devil card that we have. It functions exact. Solo Wolf, we have a transformation. Let's go. We can be a furry now. Alucard is a furry confirmed. Or confirmed. Furry TF time, exactly. Yeah, I didn't see the hit point update the second or third time. Yeah, I think it just all updated in like one swing because of how quickly I picked up the upgrades. I think that's all it was. And even that, we really don't need any more HP because we're already like pretty tanky as it is. You mean the voice in English? Yeah, I don't have access to the English language version right now, so we only have the Nose Devil. And it's specifically the devil, or sorry, not the devil, the demon or the Nose Devil card that can open up that gate. None of the other familiars can do that. Yeah, Karma Coin, toss at Goober and watch him get karma. Or potentially watch you get a little bit of karma and like heal yourself a little bit. Now, I know that the world record holder for the speedrun for this game, he does a random like a prediction thing whenever he finds a karma coin to have people like predict whether it's gonna be heads or tails. And it's just like a random little fun thing they do during randomizers. Okay, nothing important there. Yeah, I will say I have never like successfully used a karma coin in any of its intended applications. I haven't necessarily made like a lot of attempts at it, but the attempts I have made, they've just never worked. This is such a fun room. At least when you can dive kick. If you can't dive kick, then that room kind of sucks. Also, I love how they still have like literally level 1 enemies in the reverse castle section. In like one of the highest level areas of the game right here. Because just why not? I don't need that. I'm gonna pick it up anyway. Actually, I like our HP right now. Our HP value is value not found. Alright, just in case I screw this up. Yeah, there is a fairly easy cheese you can do for this boss fight, but if you screw up just like one bit of it, it basically becomes impossible. Although maybe not for us, because we do have a whole bunch of good stats and gear otherwise, but...
Dark Metamorphosis!
There we go. If I was a Castlevania character, what would be my unique power or ability? Admittedly, I've not really played in depth a lot of Castlevania games. This is probably like the only one I've really played like substantially. So I don't really fully know what my response to that would be. What would my... Because I kind of want to give two answers to that. I want to give like a legit answer what my ability would be based on just like my personality or my quote-unquote aura, whatever you want to describe it. And then, yeah, one obviously involving ketchup in some flavor. Pun not intended. I think my for fun ketchup ability would be I can like summon like a jet stream of ketchup, and I can basically like completely cover people and just like slow them down and make them just like basically hinder the movement. I think that's what that would be. As far as my actual like ability, I don't know, I've never really been good at like these kind of open-ended what would your ability be in like X circumstance kind of questions, because the possibilities are just like so much, it's hard for me to like narrow it down to what would actually even like become close to fitting me. But yeah, I think I like my ketchup water gun idea for the fun answer. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a proper answer too, but it's just not coming to me. Yeah, you're imagining for me a bottle of ketchup as a healing item every so often to store in inventory, so I can just spawn out of nowhere for free. I mean, legit, whenever I do pick up ketchup from like the grocery store, I always make sure I have, I basically fill up to 8 bottles of ketchup in my cupboard, and I'll also have 1 bottle actively in my fridge and another bottle in my lunchbox for work. So at any point in time, I'll have between like 8 and 10 bottles of ketchup in my house. At least when I'm at max capacity. Actually, no, I think maybe that would kind of be something like that. Like every time I drink a bottle of ketchup, I either just like heal, like you mentioned there, or I get like a plus 100 on my stats, like I'm Popeye, or with ketchup. I think that's my ability in my head canon. Nah, just miso soup. I don't think there's any items in the waterfall in the reverse castle. That was a healing item, but that doesn't count. That's a life vessel, sure. We'll make our life total just completely silly. And nothing. I like how my dropkicks still do like 86 damage right now. It's actually kind of crazy. Hey, the holy snorkel. Now we no longer take damage from water. I can't do the reverse dual sword check yet because I don't have form of bat. I didn't mean to do that. I got a velvet hat. So comfy. was trying to be a cool game. You won't let me. I mostly won the game of the floor is lava. But I failed at the end. Actually, you know what? $432 damage in a single hit. Also, it is possible to like take out just the little Fleaman Rider on the little skeleton dragon things, and actually have the skeleton dragon as an ally for the rest of that screen. One of my other like a whole bunch of favorite little things about this game. I don't know if it's just like a straight up RNG chance or if you have to like kill it in a certain way, but I know that's a thing. Okay, yeah, there you go. You just take out the flea mat specifically, and now the skeleton dragon is our friend. Yeah, he even does damage to enemies too. It's amazing. Can we get double dragon friend? Hey, double dragon friend, let's go. Wait, what was healing me? Fire damage. It's a friend because now it's doing damage to the enemies for me. Yeah, they also don't hurt me anymore either. Okay, so if they ever actually... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the dragons there just killed the skeletons for me. Yeah, I bet you basically free them from the little flea man that's riding them. And they're like, ooh, you free me from this little son of a biatch. Yeah, look like this. Oh, okay, I missed there. Oh, I didn't get it that time. Dang it. Oh my god, please. Or is it maybe just that one room specifically where you can do that? It might just be that one room specifically, actually. Yeah, yours would be a soul harvesting summoner trick where, let's say you kill monsters and there's a decent chance of getting a monster card of that exact monster as a summoner will copy. So kind of like what a lot of like the Game Boy versions of the Castlevania do then. The monsters are persistent and follow you, but they operate off the same state as the actual monster. You can have as many as you want, but when they die, they're gone. They don't level up. So they basically go by like permadeath rules then. But yeah, unfortunately those dragon skeleton things only last for that one room. So yeah, you don't get to keep them like forever, which I kind of wish you could do, but it would also make the game kind of more broken than it already is, so I can also understand why it's not a thing. There should be no reason to come back here. Yeah, no, but you can strategically deploy them since they're spawned from the inventory when used. Are you able to like unsummon them so they can be like relatively protected in certain cases, or is it like once they're out, they're out? Once they're out, they're out. Gotcha. And yeah, looks like we got ads coming up in a short moment. So let me go ahead and get ready for a little BRB for a bio break. Around the burb. I'll run a few minutes of ads because there's not gonna be too much else happening in the meantime anyway. And yeah, we'll be back in a few heckin' minutes. Until then, a burb. And we return. Guess I'll scoot it back in. Turn out the burb. And back to Gom. Thank you for the wibba. Let me take care of the enemies in here real quick. You know what, maybe I should. Come on. Yeah, getting the double ticket damage on this is like probably the best part of the this kind of weapon. Yeah, all you have to do is kill more of the hostile counterparts to get more cards. Okay, so it's not like a unique resource or anything like that. You can just kind of like keep farming them. That's not so bad. I don't think there's anything technically in there. And there, no. Okay. Alucard shield. Nothing runs out forever, basically. Alright. Okay, Alucard. Not sure. But let's have a shield that does damage to enemies, because why not? Is it even going to have any effect on you? Yes, we exist in front of the enemy and they die. Come on. Dang it. Heck all of you. Actually, don't I have the ability to heal from fire? Yes, I do. Perfect. You have no power over me. Oh, come on. Actually, I think there's still technically something down here I can get. Ow. Ow. Yeah, nice finding the item early to let you heal from poison. I forget which item that even is normally. I think it's mostly the circlets that give you like the elemental healing, stuff like that. But right now we just have the fire. I don't think we've... I actually can't remember last time we even had like the poison healing one. If you get to it, you find it early. I know one of my favorites is the cat circlet, which makes you heal from cat damage, which appears in like one room in the entire game, and you get like 180 or 128 points of healing each time. That was a boss. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do in this game, is just like destroy a boss in like 5 seconds or less, and then just exclaim, that was a boss. Because like outside of the actual appearance, you would never tell otherwise. Oh, didn't do that. Oh, I should have gone back up and got that item up there. Ladies and gents, that's what smoking does to your lungs. If you do it long enough, that's also what it does to the rest of you. Dang it. Oh my god. There we go. We have to sufficiently debate them. Oh, Spike Breaker. Does that do anything cool? Nope. Oh no. God damn it. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, there was no item there. Dang it. Yeah, Spike Breaker was the reason you never progressed beyond a certain point. Didn't know where it was. Crap, where was Spike Breaker in the vanilla? I don't think I even remember anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, I got that item. Yeah, Spike Breaker. What the hell was Spike Breaker? The thing is, I don't know if Sprite Breaker was actually like the key item that you needed. Can the wolf attack? The wolf can attack. He attacks by barking. Yeah, you literally just bark at the enemies, and they take damage. And then once you get the ability called Power Wolf, you can actually just like run and charge through enemies. But by default, you only have the bite attack. Also, speed. Welcome on in, Aaron. How you doing tonight? Yeah, do something stupid in the underground caverns. Yeah, because it wasn't beating the I forget what the boss is called, but like the big ball of like bodies and flesh. I know it's not that enemy you have to beat. Is there anything up here I need to worry about? No, there isn't. Let me get out of the risk of death here. And thank you for the hydrate. Wait a minute. I heal from that? I didn't realize that counted as fire damage. Hell yeah. Also, I'm still not doing a lot of damage. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I never knew they counted as fire damage. That's cool to know. For some reason, I always thought that was like a non-elemental attack or something. Ow. Okay, you can still like, give me with a sword, though. Actually, there might be... Actually... Oh, no, there's not a check in here, I don't think. Only in regular castle. I like how every card we picked up has actually been a library card. Any cool new armors? Nope. Okay, there's the actual Axelor armor. At least by name. And then a Cane Stone. Does that do anything cool? You know what? Extra strength. Actually, I kind of want the luck more, honestly. Yeah, you have to specifically trick a skeleton into destroying the wooden bridge. Well, that's how you get access into the area that you need Spike Breaker for. Actually, no. Oh, wait, no, you use the I forget what it's called, but it's basically like bat sonar. You have to use that to go through the darkened spike maze, and then going through that is what gets you Spike Breaker. That's where it was. Yeah, I don't remember where that particular bat ability is either. There's so many things about the vanilla game I've completely forgotten about at this point. Just because they're like really not relevant to me anymore, so I don't even know how to think about them. Life Max and Merman statue, okay. There we go. Oh, well, you survived that. Props. I shall do so momentarily. Ooh, Marcel, technically. Right, now let me grab my backup bottle. And welcome on back, Caltrix. And thank you for the hydrate. Okay, is the Marcel gonna be any good? Black Sword, Strong versus Holy. Eh. Yeah, I like my Girthong. I'm not sure if it's Girthong or Girthang. That's one of the two. I'm pretty sure that's what this weapon is. More magic. What's my magic at right now? 272 MP. That's a decent amount. Yeah, nothing over here for relics. Yeah, I think you max out the timer in the game before and gain several level ups from sheer quantity of 1 XP kills before you ever found out about the skeleton ape. Yeah, that tracks, honestly. Yeah, you like actually created a nest configuration on your bed for sleep tonight? A nest configuration?
Dark metamorphosis!
I am unfamiliar with that terminology. Durga's cozy? Heck yeah. Those were bosses. And snuggling his lavender vanilla scented dragon plush? That is a very good scent. I will definitely say that. That's like peak scent. Obtained Batmobile. Alas, I am still batless.
Dark metamorphosis!
Yeah, they do a lot of damage, but so do I. Actually, they don't really do that much damage to me right now. Well, you're doing like 19. Yeah, critical for not really a lot of extra damage, technically. I'm in the inverted castle, that's why it looks wrong? Yep, I'm in second castle. Been here for quite a while at this point, too. I'm actually getting close to getting everything explored in here as well. Yeah, we still have a couple things here in the Coliseum to check out. Ow. Thank you. Give me that magic. Oh, what I would get for bad right now so I can actually, like, go fast. Oh my god, please. There we go. Okay, I can't dropkick on them. That's good to know. Technically a Noglamir. 10 extra strength, eh. We already have the better version of that anyway. This area is hell in the speedrun when you're trying to get used to it. Because those guys will mess you up. There's a lot of inputs doing this route. If you don't honk some shoes tonight, then the universe is just incorrect. Stupid universe being dumb and stupid in universe. And Aranhe. Come on. Royal Cloak. I haven't checked my cloaks yet, or for a while. That's because I haven't got many cloaks, okay. Yeah, this is the peak cozy you can achieve without someone to snuggle. I mean, second best isn't always the worst. Oh. Dog time. Bark. Bark. Ow. That was a boss. El Mummy. Or El Mummyint. I do not get the coin reference. Oh, we got Power of Wolf from that. Hell yeah. Tied up skill issue. Not heckin' wrong. Oh god. I forget they have like the massive wing attack. Because normally like never get enough time to attack. feel like I'm gonna beat the game really fast. Honestly, this is kind of below par for my normal speed. If I was like focusing on going fast and actually trying to do like things more efficiently, I probably would be finishing up this fast. But I've always been kind of like a completionist when it comes to doing randomizers, so I just kind of enjoy like clearing basically everything until I find everything I need. We do have Spike Breaker, but we don't technically need it for this section. Died of Scooby-Doo's Mousetrap. Shield Pot and Sushi. No, every time I see the icon for the sushi, it looks like a pair of shoes to me. So it becomes Shushi or Shushi. Keeping that a form where you eventually get to go mode. We do not have Power Wolf, so I have to build up my charge normally. Dang it, come on. Oh, I couldn't even jump high enough. She sells sushis by the She sells oh my god. I'm usually better at this. She sells sushis by the C-store. Not completely all in one breath, but close enough. Is there anywhere... I think I'm better off just going back toward the Coliseum, or yeah, just go back to the Coliseum again. Ah, dang it. Sword of Oregon? Come on. If only I had missed so I could actually take the faster route. Oh, I missed these items. Okay. Not that I really needed them. Yeah, Spite Breaker, not to be confused with Will Breaker, Sword of Oryx the Taken King. I mean, there's so much lore I'm missing. I think I can make this work from here. Yeah. Get dogged, nerd. Shield of Oregano. Yes, dog is powerful in this game. At least when used right. Oh, not what I meant to do, but that actually kind of works too. Oh my god, please. Oh my god. You're not supposed to be actual snipers. I swear. You would be happy? Heck yeah. Why is everything hating me? Here. I cast Damn Fear Vengeance. Magic Missile! Which unfortunately really kind of sucks as an item in this game. Despite its like endless meme potential. I cast Magic Missile. I attack the darkness. Oh, come on. Takamitsu? Just on the off chance I find an actual Crusagram. Nope, it's a katana. There should still be an item up here as well. Magic Mississippi. Are those Sherry guys using Boor on the ceiling? No, it's just regular technological stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't think Boors actually exist in this game. Actually, when did Boors first become a thing in like Castlevania lore? Because I know they're also in Bloodstained, which is not technically Castlevania. Oh god. There we go. Oh, come. I think this is in the Dead Cells DLC? Yeah, 'cause I know they've appeared in, I think, at least 1 or 2 of the Game Boy Advance / DS versions of Castlevania games, which are also Metroidvanias in the style. I just don't know, like, their exact history when they first came into the series. But you know what? Take that. Yeah, which is almost exclusively Soden stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no boor in Soden specifically. But there is within, like, the broader Castlevania lore. Actually, I think we can do this check without Jewel of Open. Oh my god, please. There we go. Hunter Sword. Oh, all sorts of weapons here. Are any of these Chrysagram? Oh, the actual Stone Sword, okay. Nope. Okay, because I do have Spike Breaker. Oh wait, no, I still need Mist for this, which I don't have yet. I only have wait. Okay, I swear I was pressing different buttons and it was letting me turn to the dog instead. Okay, we don't have Mist, so we actually can't get in there yet. Oh, not Spike Breaker. There. Actually, you know what? Wait, get... There we go. The Lesser Key of Solomon? Alucard? Nah. A Woo card? Yeah. No, I'm just starting to realize, I don't think I've seen anybody actually draw Alucard, like, as a wolf furry. Which really surprises me. Because they could be, like prime furry bait material.
Dark Metamorphosis!
Oh, heck you. Wow, I think the Nose Devil actually got the killing blow there. That's actually impressive. Okay, I think that's basically all over Inverted Castle done. He has too much aura for that. Yeah, he has furry aura, but it's not being properly properly invoked or utilized. Yeah, furry artists are not consuming enough of his furry aura. With enough power, even the furries cannot touch. Oh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, that should be literally everything in Reverse Castle checked. But go back to First Castle and find out what the hell's going on. Yeah, the fact that actually... Oh god, we actually might have to do the Clock Tower stopwatch. I think that might be the only thing we have in Logic right now. How is it upside down? This is basically the... Not really secret castle, but it's basically the way to the true ending of the game. You literally just go to an inverted version of the original castle. And we're actually about to go to the regular castle right now, too. Yeah, basically, once you get past a certain boss fight, you basically get to teleport up into an inverted castle, and use that to go back and forth between the inverted and regular castles. Yeah, one of the monsters in Dawn of Sorrow is a water elemental called the Procel, and Procel is the name of one of the 72 demons mentioned in Lesser Key of Solomon. Yeah, I do not have anywhere near the storage capacity in my brain to maintain that kind of knowledge. This is a thing in Dead Cells too. What, the reverse castle? Yeah, that is... Wait, what is that check? Oh, right, that's all rocks. You can do all rocks now too. It's actually how you rescue Richter. So, do you fight like Shaft as an orb in Dead Cells for the Soden stuff? That's how you do it in the base game. No? Okay, so it is a different setup then of some kind. Yeah, Spoonful of Curiosity and Google Search is how you learn about these things. Yeah, all hail the almighty Google. Okay, so we have one check we can get here. And one crucifix, just in case. Reference question. When it comes to Damphir type creatures / characters, like how... I guess how much / little are they actually affected by like holy symbols, given that they're not like 100% vampire? Yeah, Dinosaur was a pretty cool game. I know I've played 2 out of the 3. Skill of Wolf. Okay, that's nice, but it's not helpful. Oh, I didn't mean to go straight down. Yeah, great soundtrack and character I play mimics the abilities of monsters I slay. Yeah, like I said, I played a couple of the Game Boy Advance / DS games. I forget which ones exactly. And I do have the collection for all those games on Steam as well. And I think at some point I'll play like those versions on stream. I just don't know when I'm gonna have like the proper urge to play those. Yeah, maybe it's like a sunburn instead of a microwave noises intensify. I feel like microwaving is actually like far more devious than just like regular burning because of the way that it actually works. Yeah, Castlevania Dinosaur is a blue magic kind of thing from Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's been so long since I played those, I don't really remember which one's which necessarily. Radioactive burning. Okay, can I make this work? Nope, I cannot. Yeah, if I knew how the actual like movement and everything worked, I could have made that function, but alas, I do not know the setup. That is a very gnarly looking piece of cheesecake. I guess it could be like a blackberry cheesecake of some kind. That would explain the coloration.
Dark Metamorphosis!
The evil cheesecake. No, I know it's just because of the way the numbers overlaid during that bit, but it looked like one of the attacks did 2,000 damage. Alright, enjoy your vanishing call tricks. And thanks for stopping by again. On progression. Yay, progression. I can do one last hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Now that's what I call critical cheesecake. Oh, got another hydrate redeem. Sure, I'll do a second one. And yeah, in case you're wondering, the animation or the sound isn't playing again because I have a 45-second cooldown between wanting to complete the audio each time. So if like multiple people are redeeming it simultaneously, it doesn't like overlap with each other. Okay, so where do I want to start? Yeah, I think I just go back the normal way. Speaking of cheesecake, do you have cheesecake available? Oh my god, that actually worked. I just picked one up. Yay for having no attention span. I'm gonna guess our last relic is gonna be at like Grand Falloon. Why am I going down here? I don't need to go down here. Forget there's a platform there. You just imagine Alucard using the shield as a sled. You see, now you got me thinking of like the old like the PlayStation 1 era like snowboarding games. I can't remember what they were called, but imagine one of those games and you have Alucard actually like skiing in a shield as a snowboard. Oh my god, Castlevania, like a sports game. I would buy that in a heartbeat, just for the sheer absurdity of it. And then Dracula's sled would literally be the chair that he fights you in as the final boss. It would be so big, like you couldn't even actually see any of the terrain. It would be just nothing but the big chair. What is a box, purple and light blue? So that was basically a magic door, which I needed the Jewel of Open to be able to unlock because it was magically sealed. I think that's an item from this way? Or is that... Oh no, I think that's part of this path down here, never mind. Yeah, you'd love to have a Dungeon Keeper kind of game, but Castlevania themed. So Dungeon Keeper is one where you like you literally just kind of build your own dungeon, like an Age of Empire style thing, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Is that food? Ham and eggs. Okay, yeah, that's food. Okay, I do have the right thing in mind. Perfect. Ooh, a sword? Heaven's sword? Do I already have one of those? I do not. 6th steel throwing ring. So it's actually a chakra. But what about the color items I told you about? Can you be a little more specific? I needed a break from modded Elden Ring and decided to flop. I was doing fine in game, just need to curl up for a bit. Yeah, curling up. What kind of mods were you playing with, you don't mind me asking? Rage my own Sketty Boy army. I mean, technically I can. Oh, okay, so yeah, so every item in there is basically like some kind of progression item that I need for stuff like that. The top row is basically all of my transformation related abilities. Right now, I mostly just have like all of the wolf abilities, so I can do a charge attack right off the bat. The longer I run, the more damage I do, and the faster Aaron, thank you for the 10 heckin' biddies. I still don't know why it's only throwing the one ketchup bottle. It should be throwing like 5 to 10. But it should be giving more. I don't know why it isn't. But thank you for the 10 bits. Yeah, you play as Dracula, but also other characters later on. I imagine you... Okay, there's all the ketchup bottles. Yeah, okay. Well, at least it works sometimes. And thank you for the 1 bit, TD. That was a boss. Yeah, convergence. Back. So much ketchup. Thank you for the other biddy. Yeah, convergence, a mage focus mod with a bunch of quality life changes. We also have seamless co-op. Don't have anybody to play with right now. I feel like I've watched one person try to do a co-op with Elden Ring, but I don't remember how it went. Mainly because just like, I remember when I first saw like the trailer and just kind of like the introductory video for Elden Ring, I was like, ooh, this game looks kind of cool. And then the second I found out it was a Souls-like, all my interest just went right down to zero, because I am not a fan of Souls-likes. And I discovered it's not even just because of like the kind of arbitrary difficultness of the game. It's also the fact that every single one of those is like super dark fantasy, where like everything, like the world is dying and doomed, and there's like no way it can be redeemed. And I'm just, that is not a setting that just does anything for me. Do I even need a buff? 2 hits, not even buffed. I should have buffed to see if I could have one-shot it, but oh well. Ooh, God's Guard. Same reason you don't play WoW. Yeah, I remember trying to get into WoW at some point around like 2007, 2008, something like that. Yeah, the story and drama was just depressing. The only issue I had when I tried my short bit of time trying to get into WoW was the fact that since wow, we actually one-shot that boss. Also, she still has a hitbox when she's exploding for some reason. Yeah, it doesn't fit the colorful visuals. Yeah, the only issue I really had with WoW was the fact that I played so many other MMOs that were kind of based on / inspired by World of Warcraft, that by the time I actually played it, it just seemed so plain and uninspired and boring. I never really got to do much into beyond like a day or two. Also, cookies are good. I could definitely go for some cookies right now. Yeah, give me a nice oatmeal raisin cookie or like a sugar cookie. Actually, maybe not sugar cookies. I'm kind of not really into those as much anymore. Yeah, sugar cookies, chocolate chip cookies, M&M cookies. Those are fantastic. Chocolate chip? Hell yeah. You had a Whopper cookie? You see, the way my brain works with that is I hear Whopper and cookie as like separate terms. So I'm thinking it's like a Burger King hamburger cookie, which I don't even know how that would work. Not healthy though? I mean, cookies aren't healthy, but they are damn tasty. And besides, everything in moderation. If you have like a one or two maybe like small cookies, they're like, yeah, this is good. If you have like an entire like 36 pack of cookies in one sitting, that's bad. Come on, get in there. Oh, those are bad, okay. It's not progression, but it is speed. If I can avoid falling in the water. Yeah, so every time you see the bat flash as I'm moving around, that's basically the end of that quote-unquote spell called Wing Smash. That's the that signifies that spell is about to end. But if I get another spell input of the Wing Smash in before it ends, I can actually like keep it going basically as long as I have magic. The sword named Harper. Does it do anything cool? That's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the double damage from our fake Girthon, so we'll stick with this. Also, you see these guys up here? The ones that are like kind of poking up in the air, trying to keep you from progressing? I want to make them have a good time. We're going to plug that up. We're going to come in here. We're going to leave. We're going to come back down. And now they'll be dancing underwater for the rest of their lives. Look at how happy they are doing the little dancey back and forth jig. Dancy, 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 dance. Even have brownies. Brownies sound good right now. I have to be in like a specific mood for brownies. And they have to be like a certain kind of brownie too. I'm kind of picky on those personally. And felt hat, which based on the icon should be the wizard hat, which is literally the best hat in the game. It gives like a good amount of defense and like a pretty high intelligence boost too. Also, fun fact with this bridge, if you have a second player controller plugged in, and I think you press either start or select, I forget which one, pressing that on the second controller just breaks the bridge instantly. Apparently it's like an old dev tool that they kind of left in the game because they didn't think anybody would actually do anything with it. What about Cookie Brownie? That gets closer, but I still need to be kind of in the right... Like, if I'm in the mood for a cookie, I'll definitely grab a Cookie Brownie if it's available. But otherwise, it's better, but still not a guarantee. I have 3 neutron bombs right now. Also, what's over here? Another... I think we already had an Alucard sword. Black tunic. Okay, Alucard sword. Oh, that's a Marcel. Ooh. I think I'll stick with this for now, because I think... Stay for... Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, would you have given to learn about that knowledge before the internet? Yeah. Yeah, I think that was only discovered within, like, the past, like, couple of years, too. It's actually been a very recently discovered thing. I think it's actually... it was found out specifically because of the randomizer, and people kind of just, like, fooling around with the way everything is set up. Okay, is 280 my base damage, or... Are the toads weak to fire? So I feel like I shouldn't be doing that much damage by default. There we go. You go for oatmeal raisin cookies? Oatmeal raisin cookies are my favorite cookies, straight up. Yeah, you give me oatmeal raisin cookies, I will be a happy-ass cat. I don't know if I can get my health over 600 before the end of this run. That is what you missed? Yep. Okay, I remember when I first played this, I remember pressing that switch over there, seeing the skeleton do the thing, but I think I'd like reflexively attack the barrel first. Actually, I don't want to have this weapon here. I want this. This guy's immune to fire. I remember seeing that thing. I remember seeing him in the pathway there. But because I think I attacked the barrel before it landed on the bridge, I never saw it get destroyed. So I had no actual understanding what I was supposed to do there. Come on. Okay, you are affected by time stop. That's interesting.
あら、こんなところにスイッチがあるわね。それじゃ今週の目玉ポチッとな。
Yeah, you just killed everything in the room, and that's how you missed the function of the burning barrel. Yeah, it's kind of like my thing, but in just like in a different room. Never got to see what it actually really did. Pork bun, iron ball, silver ring. Okay. Okay, we technically already have a chrysogrum, but it's not actually a chrysogrum, which makes me sad. Yeah, because the chrysogrum is by far my favorite weapon in the game just because of how broken it is. My second favorite weapon, and this isn't even competition, my second favorite weapon is the Fist of Tulkas. Because I've always kind of liked the idea of just punchy weapons in general. And the fact that it does like the 1,000 punch attack and a fireball in the same weapon, it just makes it like super top tier for me. And of course there's no check, because why would there be? Firebrand. Force of Echo. No, not Force of Echo. I forget what the one was that actually let you do the sonar thing. What was it called? I don't know, maybe we'll find it still. There's not a lot left to check. Oh god, yeah, the dual sword is available too. Oh lord. Actually, is there anything over here? Yes, there's something over here, okay. In adventure mode, there is. Yeah, nothing helpful. Alright, I got Bat now. I could be going so much faster. If I was, like, good at the game. Starflail attack potion. Starflail is a fun weapon. Yeah, Bastard was one of your favorite early weapons. Tip no damage from holding it down. Yeah, what were some of my early favorite weapons? I'm trying to remember what weapons were even like early on in the game too. But I know finding the jewel knuckles early on was like a really fun thing to find, especially that early in the game when it gives you like 30 extra damage. Knuckle de sandwich. Yeah, but a cookie that you feel is mez, a peanut butter cookie. Those aren't bad. I would actually put them above sugar cookies at least. I would take a peanut butter cookie over a sugar cookie at this point. Yeah, I'd say they're kind of like they're a solid B tier for me. Yeah. Ow. I love all the little tricks you can do with the weapons. It's one of the best things about the game, honestly. All like the special abilities. Even the ones that don't actually like do anything like really functional, like with the jewel sword being able to have the Hadouken swing that gives you like the little coins. That's a fun in concept, but if you're trying to use it for actual money gain, you're gonna be spending like literal hours trying to get everything taken care of. Oh, come on. Well, now we get to know the name of the enemies that we're killing. Which is not helpful. I don't know why I transferred to this. I'm gonna need to do this. Hell yeah. Hang on. So you don't think those are the worst cookie except caramel cookies? You feel that they make your stomach feel upset? Yeah, I'm not really super into caramel just in general, so I would definitely turn down like a caramel cookie if offered. But I would... I don't know, if I was in the right mindset, I'd probably still take it if offered. But... yeah, it definitely wouldn't be like an instant yes either. I'd probably think about it for a second and be like, yeah, why not? It's a snack. Put this back on. Okay, so also one of the options I do have for this randomizer as well is that there's one that actually randomizes the room layout here. So you can't just like memorize your way through everything. You have to actually either have Spike Breaker or have the sonar ability. Can make a little more balance for people who don't know the game like inside and out. They're trying to do like a race or whatnot. Ooh, Moonstone. Actually, you know what? I think we'll put on the Moonstone. Yeah, plus $5 stats is never a bad idea. Also, the Jewel Knuckles I was talking about from earlier. Come on. There's our last slot. Okay, that's go mode. I don't know if this is actually any faster, but... actually, no, it's probably not going to be faster. Yeah, that was your other favorite early weapon? Yeah, I think that's definitely my first favorite early weapon. Especially, like I said, when you get it so early, if you know what the trick is for the little elevator. Yeah, it's definitely fun. Yeah, especially in the chapel staircase with the bone heads and spikes. Oh yeah, those things. I remember one of my favorite things to do as well was to do that the spike ball that's at the very top of there. Is I wouldn't let it, I wouldn't take care of like the skull that's like holding up and let it go down the stairs or whatever. Oh, I didn't even notice the spin. Wait. I thought he did react to the spin. And I'm a little... I would say my brain's a little distracted right now, but my brain is always distracted, so it's not necessarily a difference. Yeah, you punch a ball itself and sometimes get an iron ball. Yeah, I remember one time seeing how long it would take to just do a literal punch of the spike ball without any like special gear on, so just like base like 1 damage per hit. And just seeing how long it takes to actually destroy it. I think that thing is actually worth like a good amount of experience too. I think it's considered like level 30 or so. Because most of the enemies are more like level 10 or 15. That's kind of a cheeky way of being able to get more experience. Okay, so we need Lion Head. Yeah, Lion. Used to grind the story thing for XP. I remember doing that like once or twice, and I love the fact that it gets like a massive visual upgrade once it hits level 50. But I'll admit, like using it as an actual weapon just never really felt all that like useful. Because then you wouldn't be able to use it as like an actual familiar either. And as far as like the actual familiars on their own go, I think the sword familiar is like the best fighting familiar. I think it's also the only familiar that has like a special spell you can do with it too. I forget what the inputs for that are, but I know it's like a pretty cool looking spell, but it's not like all that strong technically. But yeah, I remember I think I did one run where I literally tried to grind every single familiar up to level 99. Not that it does a lot, but I did silly things when I was a kid. You mean grinding for XP by killing the sword ghosty things that spin around you and stabs you? Ghosty thing that spins around and stabs. That part's not ringing a bell in the chapel. Word ghosty thing spins around and oh, is it the one that's like a huntress / Amazon kind of person wielding it? Was it that kind of enemy? Or am I still off the mark? Dang it. Spectral Sword? Oh, those things, yeah. Actually, no. Okay, so were those the ones that they start off as like the actual like full-on knight wielding weapon, then you defeat them and then they become the Spectral Sword? Yeah, because I know like once you get high enough level where everything gives you 1 XP anyway, the best way you can farm experience, at least as long as you have a duplicator, is to use like some full screen attack like Neutron Bomb or Power of Sire, stuff like that, and then use the little octopus enemies in the reverse catacombs, I think it's called. Yeah, basically where you would fight Scylla in regular castle in the reverse section of that, because you can I think get like 40 to 50 kills per second if you do like the movement correctly. There is a lot of like flashing effects, so you'd have to kind of watch out for that if you're susceptible to that kind of thing. But yeah, as far as like just pure efficiency, XP per second, that's the best way you can do that once you get to later edge. Ruler Sword, you think it was called? I would say that name doesn't seem familiar, but I haven't really paid that much attention to enemy names in so long. Actually, is there a health vessel up here by any chance? Ah, magic vessel instead, dang it. I want to get to 600 HP. Spectral Sword? Yeah, that part sounds about right. Okay, I got the right weapon. Yeah, fun fact, Dracula resists 50% of all elemental damage, except for thunder. For some reason, he takes normal damage with thunder attacks. Wait, how'd I go upside down? I swapped castles again. Yeah, I got the last thing I needed to be able to beat the game, so now I'm back into Final Castle and getting ready to beat the game. Shut up, Shaft. Nobody likes you. Yeah, it's at the big hall at the end of the long staircase where the iron balls and skulls are. Even being completely over leveled, you grind it for XP because each part of the sword is XP. Oh yeah, those things too. Yeah, those are actually decent as well, but I know if you're trying to use like the Power of Sire or like Neutron Bomb trick, it still takes a few ticks to be able to destroy them individually. So it's a little bit less efficient for that. But I remember trying to do that as my strategy for a while too. Yeah, his true form is literally just his chair. You're not fighting Dracula, you're fighting Dracula's chair. Ow. GG's. Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more. How is it that I've been so defeated? You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love. Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words? She said, "Do not hate humans. If you can live with them, then at least do them no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot." She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity. Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son. Yeah, sorry. It's kind of a thing I do where I just know the scene so well. I can literally recite all that entire scene by heart. No, we'll watch the castle implode. We haven't done that in a while. Thank you for the giga. Yeah, if there's one thing you can count on for an adventure mode seed, it's that you will have to explore 98% of the checks at a minimum. Because we literally didn't even get access to the final section. I guess we could have like skipped most. Well, okay. So where do we find the? It wasn't at All Rocks, or was it? Yeah, where's it we found Jewel of Open? Yeah, it wasn't All Rocks, because I would have gone to, like, Second Castle anyway.
So you made it.
But yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and start getting ready to raid out at this point. Try to get out before the music starts, because it does have, like, some copyright issues sometimes.
It's my fault you had to fight your own father. Fear not.
You know what?
I had my own reasons.
Let's raid somebody who's doing something completely different.
It must have been painful for you.
Excuse me. Thank you for the celebratory bounces.
But you must always remember.
Yeah, there is somebody who's actually doing some Final Fantasy 11 online right now, and I haven't raided them in, like, forever. Let's go ahead and give Rez a raid. They're a good heck and bean.
What will you do now?
So, yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central for more Final Fantasy Tactics with good heck and bean Jesse. And, yeah, pretty much regular schedule for this week. I think
see.
Actually, no, I'm actually going to go ahead.
Well then.
But I don't have to worry about the music thing. So on Thursday, we will actually be doing another Heritage of Dragon Sail speedrun, because apparently the Fastest Fur has actually just opened up their speedrun submissions for Fall Fest. I might try one more time to try to get the game in that event and see what happens there. So I'll probably do another like run submission video on Thursday for that. And then Friday, we'll have another Steam Library tour coming up. So we'll be having a lot of good heckin' time with that. How about this? We'll just do... What is a man? We'll just do that as our raid message. If you don't have my emails, use any other kind of like screaming or or like yelling emote. Any one of those should work just fine for this. Yeah, if I won't submit anything this year, you need to look for stable work. I definitely understand that one. You definitely got to take care of yourself first. But best of luck to you in the job search, because I know that can be a pain in the ass on a good day. But yeah, let us go say hi to Rez, and yeah, with that, I should bid you all a good night and your cat meme.